Well, great afternoon, everyone. I want to pull some cards. I just heard the most insane thing. Now, the Stormy Daniels affair trial starts March 25th, my birthday present. But what is, I know everything about the law, Trump saying now. He wants excluded, he doesn't want Stormy Daniels to be able to say anything at trial because she's too prejudiced. Cohen, no, he can't talk because he's a liar. He can't talk. Giuliani, no, he has to be barred from there as well. No, you can't add any of the tweets and things that I've put out. You can't put out anything that I've said. You can't, the list goes on. So basically, he doesn't want anybody to be able to say a word at the trial. Yeah, nice trick, huh? Somehow I don't think any of that's going to fly. Yeah, I don't want anybody to be able to be a witness. Nor the other woman that he paid off. The other Playboy bunny that he had paid off as well, that he had an affair with. She can't testify either. None of them can be, The only one that he wants up there is himself that says, I didn't do anything wrong. I wouldn't, she's not my type. She's ugly. I just, The Access Hollywood tape, where he said he's a star and he could get away with whatever he wants to do to women. No, you can't put that in either. So let's pull the cards and look and see what is it going to tell us about this trial. Is he going to get away with that? Well, the first card out is key. What's key to the case? Okay. What's key to the case? Witnesses, evidence. He wants it all thrown out. Okay. So above it, he wants to have that stuff cut. What's crossing it is, his fishtails. This is also about the money that was spent. So the key foundation are friends and protecting the White House, protecting him in his bid for the White House. So going into it, we have wants to slow walk things and protect himself. He wants this little armor shell around him. So nothing can get in unless he wants it. Because why? He's a narcissist, okay? He thinks he can control it. He thinks he can slow walk it. He thinks he can put a shell around him, protect himself. But he's a narcissist, okay? Above it, from the community, but foundation, that's at an end, and underneath of it all is the health of the situation, okay? The challenge is, grabbed the wrong card. The challenge is going forward. He wants to turn his back on the past, doesn't want them to see any of it. You can't see the history. You can't see any of this. You need to turn your back on it. The outcome is the direction where this is going. Above it, we have Stormy Daniels and the foundation of it, okay? He wants to walk his way to the White House. And underneath of it all, this is about him having a very difficult lesson to learn. Underneath, let's see the continuing story about protecting. And we have the women involved in this, anchoring in. the testimony, and I think this has to do also with the witnesses and also the jury, etc., around from the darker elements of conversations and the message that's going to come forward. Okay, so let's break this down again. Above it are his key, and then he wants to try to spin it, the fishtails, his drama. Underneath of it all, we have his bid for the White House and the health of it, and this is what it was about. It was about paying her off because he was running for the House, for the White House, and it made him look better, okay? This was a tough thing coming in. So we have those that were looking to him, the people involved, ending from that and he walking away from them. We have ones like Giuliani that are going to testify. They'll call Cohen that knows him, was his fixer. He wants to walk away from that and end that and not allow them to testify. He wants to cut the information going out to the public about Stormy Daniels and the women involved, etc. So what's going on now? We have him being the narcissist, and the challenge is turning your back on everything that was there. So from the past, we've had him always try to slow walk everything and build a shell around himself, insulate himself, but the outcome is the direction of where this is going. Okay? So I would say it's not looking good for him. So let's do the tarot as well. What else can you tell us about this case coming up? And him wanting to get rid of basically all evidence and everybody that can testify. Because he's so smart. He knows all the law. He's smarter than any of them. Okay? I just need to tell him they all need to go away. Nobody can testify because it makes me look bad. And I can't have that. I'm wealthy. I'm all powerful. I was a president, so yeah. Okay, so what we have here is the way this is going to go forward. Okay, this is the action starting to take place. So let's see what we have with these. Let's see if these are going to add anything to it. The action taking place. Communication. Yeah. He doesn't want them to be able to communicate any of this. Okay? He's worried about the communication. He's worried about Giuliani getting up and testifying what he did. He said on TV, he said, yeah, he did it, and it's totally legal. We didn't use regular campaign funds. It was totally legal, but yeah, he paid her. Somehow he doesn't want that communicated. He doesn't want her up there saying, yeah, okay, he paid me, okay? So this is about the mountains and standing their ground. He does not want them to be up there because they will look too solid, okay? They will look too solid when this goes forward in their communication. So he's doing all he can. And I just think it's about one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm having a criminal trial, but you can't bring any evidence in there. No evidence is allowed. We can't have people up there testifying, and we can't have any evidence, and you can't put the tweets in there, the things I've said, calling her horse face and all of that. I don't want you to bring any of that up. from my Lie Central site. So what we have above it, going into it, trying to work it. He is trying to work on this. Okay, crossing it, he's delusional. All this stuff is up in the air when it comes to his communication and this moving forward. Okay, so the foundation is this is rapidly coming forward, and what we have underneath of it all is this ideation of this strong arming, thinking that he can put out this, Mickey, that he can go ahead and railroad things and determine what they're going to put in and what they're not. Okay, so shuffle again. So going into it, we have what's being held onto. Now, I think that this also has to do with Stormy Daniels and also the other woman that he paid off, the Playboy Bunny that he paid off too, that he had an affair with. The information that they're holding on to, yeah, going into it, what we've got now, looking at the history of this, doesn't look good for him, does it? Above it, he wants to block all of that. Okay. Underneath of it, we have the light being shined on it. And again, the foundation is light being shined. And underneath of it all, we have that her testimony would be damaging. Okay, that it would be an emotional testimony, taking the lid off, letting all this stuff out as to what happened. Okay, Mr. Mushroom. The challenge is the payoff, what he paid her. Okay, it's not going to work for him. The outcome is the wheel is turning. Karma is coming due. Above it, slow moving, but it's coming. The foundation is what's being shared, and underneath of it all, his toxic stuff that he's done. Okay? So when we break this all down, again above it, this is moving. Okay? The action is starting. All this stuff is still up in the air. It's about the communication and standing their ground. Okay? Being solid in their testimony. And he is so fearful of that. They have the goods on him. So he is what? Trying to railroad things, putting out this drama, because the lid is off now and they will see his toxicity, the things that he has done. Okay? The foundation is, this is charging forward. Okay, he's in a mental spin about the light that's coming out in the trial, about what was shared, what was done. He is in such a mental spin. His mind is just going 1,000 miles an hour with this. So above it, he's trying to work it to block this and slow walk it. Okay, which would make it better for him. What we have going on now, they're looking at the history, the challenges, the payoffs that he did. In the past, we have her holding on to this information, and the outcome, the wheel has turned. Karma is there. Okay? They are going to testify, they're going to communicate, and all the things that he's done that's up in the air, this action is going forward, and they are standing their ground. They are not waffling. This will come out. So for Trump, yeah, not good. Not good. They are going to testify. Their testimony is solid. Okay? Underneath of it, of course, again, same thing. He's trying to block it. He would like to block it, but he can't block it. It is going to go forward. I think when the judge gets that and reads, I want you to throw out all the testimony, all the evidence, all of those that would present evidence. I want it all thrown out. All of it has to go away. That judge is just going to sit there and laugh. What a maroon. What a fool. Sure. We're having a criminal trial and we're just going to say nobody can testify, nobody can give evidence. Yeah. Somehow I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Best birthday present ever. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.